Morning, folks. Welcome back into Threes In. Bobo here. So, telling all these stories about flying, about putting G on the airplane, about sitting through landings, this, that, and the other is kind of wearing me out a little bit. At 78, it's hard to sit through these stories. Even though I'm not in the airplane, I can feel the G sometimes. I can feel the excitement. I can feel my blood boiling. At any rate, I kind of want to take a little bit of time here over the next week or so, maybe a couple weeks, I don't know. Climb out of the cockpit and give you some more background information, if you will. When I began recording these stories about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I was just kind of wandering along. I'd sit down at the computer and without a fancy microphone or a light or a recording device and just start talking like we used to do in Threes In. And then one of you, God bless you, told me I need to get a better camera. And then someone said, "Hey, Bob, you need to put some light on your presentation." And then somebody else said, "Hey, I can't hear you. You need to add a microphone to it." So here I am today. And one of these days, I hope to be able to superimpose slides or pictures to make points during my presentation, if you will. But this isn't a PowerPoint presentation by any means. It's just an old guy sharing stories, if you will. About a year and a half ago, I heard a song that's been out, I suppose, for years. I didn't know it. Maybe I heard it, didn't pay any attention to it. But I heard it, I think, on America's Got Talent. This lady sang it. And so I did a little bit of research and I found the song. The writer was, the one that recorded it first, I think, is Brandi Carlile. It's called The Story. And then I found this version by Dolly Parton that I really enjoy. Now, I'm not going to sit here and sing it to you. There's no way in hell I'm going to do that. But I am going to share the lyrics with you. I gave up singing when I quit drinking and stopped hanging out in the Auger Inn. That's about the only time I felt comfortable singing was when I had 40 or 50 guys singing with me and you couldn't hear me. I was very comfortable, half lit too. So anyway, this is the story, and it really resonates with me in making these presentations for you. So if you will, just bear with me. The story. All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. But these stories don't mean anything when you've got no one to tell them to. It's true, I was made for you. I've climbed across the mountaintops, swam across the ocean blue. I crossed all the lines and I broke all the rules. But baby, I broke them all for you. Oh, because even when I was flat broke, you made me feel like $1 million. You do. I was made for you. You see the smile that's on my mouth. It's hiding the words that don't come out. All of my friends who think that I'm blessed, they don't know my head is a mess. No, they don't know who I really am. They don't know what I've been through like you do. And I was made for you. All of these lines across my face tell you the story of who I am. So many stories of where I've been and how I got to where I am. Oh, but these stories don't mean anything when you've got no one to tell them to. It's true. I was made for you. Oh yeah. Well, it's true. I was made for you. I am enjoying telling these stories so much, and I'm enjoying your feedback. If I receive a comment that says I brought a memory to you, I made you smile, or you just shake your head, or it's inspiring you one way or the other, then that story really picks up meaning. When I look through this, the lyrics, I come across this part here that says, Oh, because even when I was flat broke, you made me feel like $1,000,000 when I was spiritually broke. And I found someone that would listen to a goofy story I had, perhaps, and I could make them smile. When I was down in the lowest I've ever been, it warmed my heart. In my room here, now I'm bass-ackwards, I know this is going to screw it up, but anyway, in my room here, I have this picture on the wall of one of Red Skelton's clowns. You can see it there. I can kind of relate to that. I was always the guy that was making people laugh and being the goofy one. And inside, I was just always the saddest, or the one that was just torn up inside because I didn't know how to live. But in telling my stories and having you receive them, it's heartwarming. And for that, I thank each and every one of you. And I've always had a problem with the word love. I don't know why. I just have. I don't know why. But I can sit here this morning. I've thought about this presentation. And I can sit here this morning and, without any reservation, just tell you how much I love you guys. We all share this bond of flying, this love of flying. Whether you've been in a cockpit of an aircraft yourself, or you've worked on airplanes, or you've watched airplanes all your life, it doesn't matter. We have this bond of perhaps a love of aviation, and that's what pulls us together, I suppose. So with that, I want to thank you for tuning into my channel and warming my heart. With that, this is Bobo, Base Gear. Stop.